Oh, sit down, sit down. Aren't you just the cutest pickle in the jar? Do you mind to take a look at you? Oh my gosh, you are just... Oh, you're gorgeous. Do you want some cream? Hand cream? Victoria's Secret Melon Drench. Oh, it smells like a dream. Take a whiff. At least take a whiff. Yeah. Come on, you want a little? It's okay. Anyway, let me just get that in. Oh, I'm just can't get over you. Okay, well, I guess I just have to say, first and foremost, I am so honored that you chose me. I mean, us as a company, but me personally to be part of your love finding journey. And I promise you, I really value finding my clients just the perfect match. It was what I was put on this earth to do, was to bring love. And it's hard finding a person, especially in this modern world where we have so many choices. Choice. It's overwhelming. It's hard enough to choose what to eat for dinner, what pair of shoes to wear with a skirt, let alone who you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And I am just so honored and touched that I get to be the person to help you. So let's find that perfect person for you today. Okay. I have a spiel, a little talky thing they want me to do. So let me just pull out the chart. You probably already know a lot of this. I get the sense from your profile you do a lot of research. So, I mean, you pick the best matchmaker in the whole company, whole city, whole country even. So, I am sure this is just repetitive information for you, but I would just like to fill you in on this. I have to do it. So thank you so much for picking Love of Your Life matchmakers. We have a very specialized matchmaking process here that I will just bring you through briefly. So we have different tiers of compatibility with different levels of value. So our top tier is life milestones, which we will get into in your survey today. And this is our highest priority, because if you are paired up with someone who doesn't want to achieve the same milestones as you, that's just doomed. And we're not here to make passionate love affairs that burn out. Those are fun to have, but not what I'm here for. We're here to find you a lifelong partner and soulmate who you can share your existence with. So that's why that is our highest priority. And as you can see here, these two hearts are nearly perfectly intertwined, and that is because we guarantee a 97% plus match on your life milestone priorities with your partner. We will not send you out on a date if you are not nearly, if not perfectly identical in what you're trying to achieve in this lifetime. And then our second tier is personal values. As you can see, the hearts are less intertwined. Kind of think of this as a Venn diagram. Here we want the Venn diagram to be a circle. Down here, it can be a little spread out, So, under personal values, this is our major longevity factor. I mean, obviously, so is life milestones, but this is a major longevity factor that not a lot of matchmaking services take into account, and we are here for long-lasting couples. I'll tell you, in my last 5 years, I think I've been at, 20 weddings from people I matched up, and that's just the ones who invite me. I understand if people do something a little quiet, a little simpler, but that's just the invites I got, and I'll tell you what, if you invite me, I will come if I can, but I'm trying to be there. I think I've missed one wedding I've been invited to from a couple that I invited, and that was just because it was unfortunately my own sister's wedding, so I had to go to that. Whatever, I was the maid of honor. Anyway, enough about me. Personal values, this is a major longevity factor, and we guarantee we will not send you out on a date unless you have an 85% or higher match with someone in this area. And then day-to-day lifestyle, this is the most impactful to your day-to-day life because it is day-to-day life. And this one, there's more flexibility. There's more of a learning curve here. People tend to be more flexible, and this tends to change more throughout life. So we won't send you out with someone unless you have a 55% or higher in compatibility with someone for day-to-day living. And then finally, physical attraction, which is something that we do very differently from other matchmakers. We do, as you can see, this is low on the tier because we believe that true compatible love is just so much more spiritual than the physical shell, and we've found that with our pairs that we match up. When these three values align, the physical attraction just sparks in ways you could never expect. Like, you will meet somebody and maybe they're not who you would have picked out of a catalog, but it's your soulmate and you are going to be, I promise you, very physically attracted to them. But so this is our lowest weighted category, but it is still a factor, obviously. And then this is users' favorite feature of our matchmaking program. Lots of people end up coming to us because they've tried other matchmakers before and they were getting paired up with people who they were physically attracted. You know, some people do have a book. You look through the book and kind of pick out people you are attracted to that also match your jive, you jive with, and they find that those relationships, like we kind of talked about earlier, are maybe off to a hot, passionate start, but they fizzle out, and that is not what we are aiming for in our matchmaking. But we still will send you out with someone who you have at least a 33% compatibility match with for physical attractiveness. That is what you find attractive and what they find attractive. So no matter what, I feel like that honestly helps soothe a lot of people's anxieties about the dating process, is that everyone in the program tends to have the same philosophy towards physical attraction and being open to finding their soulmate, and it also soothes their anxiety of, we guarantee there will be one factor of you that they find spectacularly attractive, or more than one factor of you that they find spectacularly attractive, so you can be yourself and also feel confident in your appearance. So let me find my readers. Where could if it's a snake, it would have been me. It's almost like I couldn't see it. Okay, I can see. Now let me just pull up your profile. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay. We're gonna start with the more important detail. So our first category is going to be life milestones. Now these questions can be intense. They can be things that, we want you to answer truthfully for where you are at now. So each of these, I'm going to also have you grade from 1 to 3 on compromisability. So if it is something that you are willing to compromise on, I'd like you to give it a 3. If it's something, like some people haven't thought about kids, they really are just open to anything, and that would be something you give a 3. Some people are firm, I will never have kids, so if your answer is no, I want you to give that a 1. And some people are, somewhere in the middle, so that's the 2 range. So where do you see yourself living forever? And can you rank that 1 to 3 for me? Great. Do you want to own a home? 1 through 3. Thank you. Do you want to commit a significant portion of your finances to travel? And these don't have to be yes or no answers. You can just get as detailed as you want. I will fill out detailed notes, and then really I'll give you a little peek behind the curtain. Basically what happens is Some of these will be numerically decided, some of them will kind of be boiled down to a yes or no, and then we come up with numerical profiles that create a range between you and potential partners, and that also filters out for any extreme incompatibilities. So that's kind of the first round. Extreme incompatibilities are removed. That could be they don't have they are a different gender than you are attracted to. That could be that you say absolutely not, I will not have children, and so everyone who says absolutely yes, I could not live without children, they would be filtered out. Then some of the more nitty-gritty details, I manually will go in and comb through other people's profiles to find the most compatible with yours. So that's a little peek behind the curtain. So that's kind of why I encourage you to just as many details as you want. I will have this memorized by the next time I see you. So give me a challenge. Give me a lot to read through. Okay, where were we? Oh, do you want pets? It would be helpful if you could clarify on what kind of pets you're open to versus not. Thank you. Do you want to be married? And can I get the 1 through 3 for that? Thank you. Oh, do you have a specific timeline for marriage? Do you have a specific timeline for marriage? And the more details, the better for this one. Because some people may say soon, and soon doesn't really help. Like they may say soon, and what they mean is I need a ring by a year, and some people will say soon, and that means I need to be down the aisle by a year, that kind of stuff. If any, how many children do you want? And please include current children. And any flexibility there? Are you ready and willing to be a step parent? Do you have a specific timeline for children? Do you want biological children? Would you participate in fertility treatments if you have had... Would you participate in oh my gosh. Would you participate in fertility treatments if you had problems conceiving a biological child? I don't know why that was such a mouthful today. And these are big questions. Some people don't think about these before coming in here. And I know it's crazy to think about going through these questions before you even meet someone, but it kind of makes it perfect for the match because our lives will fit together. So that's kind of why we go on these things. And it's the understanding of things change. Like this is who you are now. We can't read who you will be in 20 years, but who you are now, we want to find you the most compatible possible person, so you can just focus on the love and the emotional connection and not the logistics. Anyway, anything else to add for the... Please don't make me read it again. Thank you. Do you want to adopt children? What ages would you be interested in adopting for the children? Yeah, that one trips people up grammatically. Do you want to foster children without the goal of adoption? So that would be taking in temporary foster children with the goal of reunification. Yes. Are there any children in your life who you would adopt were their parents to become unable to take care of them? Do you have any current caretaking responsibilities? If the situation arises, would you become an in-home caretaker for a loved one, not your partner? So this could be siblings, extended family, parents are often the most likely ones, grandparents potentially, yeah. If the situation arises, would you become an in-home caretaker for your partner? Do you believe in divorce? Yeah, that's a big one. Well, it's important. Some people believe in sticking it out forever, and we hope these matches will last forever, but you never know. So we don't want people stuck in a situation where one partner is vehemently against it and the other partner wants to get out, that kind of stuff. Anyway. And then, do you plan on merging finances with your partner 100%? And if there are any specific exceptions, one I commonly see is potentially a family property that you would like a prenup for, or you intend to get a prenup for, any inherited assets, art could be an asset. Like, some people, I had someone who was their grandfather was a painter, and they inherited a lot of his collection, and this collection did have a monetary value, and they intended to get a prenup to protect that because the sentimental value to them outweighed the financial, and they didn't want, they believed in divorce, you get it, you get the picture, yeah. And I guess kind of a follow-up note that I like to get in here is, are you willing to accept, negotiate this with your partner? Perfect. Okay. So that is the first category, life milestones. How do you feel? Yeah, I know it's a lot to think about. It's a scary thing, merging a life to someone, but I'm gonna find you the perfect one. There's a few people. I'm just getting your vibe, and this is not your heart yet. This is more your ambitions and your values in a sense. But I'm already looking through your profile, looking through the profile you submitted before this meeting, that I'm cooking. So just I'm really excited for you. I'm just so glad you're here. You're so cute. Okay. Sorry, I have a cuteness aggression problem. They want me to work through it, but I think people find it endearing. Don't tell me otherwise. Okay, so this is personal values, and then personal values, there will be some heavy hitters in here. This is going to start off some pretty intense stuff, but it's just we want to pair people who align with one another together, and then there's going to be some that are, there's going to be some, you'll get the vibe, you'll understand as I'm going through. So, and then this is another one. If you could provide a scale from 1 to 3 of compromisability, please continue to do so. Okay, where do you align politically? Could you have a partner who you do not agree with politically? Do you have any strong feelings on marriage equality? These questions, the strong feeling questions, are the ones I like to get. They're pretty vague umbrella ones, but the more details you get me, the better your outcome will be. So Just please, as much thank you as you can. And also, as we get into the do you have any strong feelings on questions, like if anything, like if someone doesn't agree with you on the topic, or if there's any feelings that someone would have that would be an absolute deal breaker for you, please make sure to let me know. Yeah, more than the compatibility thing. These ones I find, like in that longevity sense, to be the most powerful questions on this survey, for pairing together people who will enjoy each other for life. So yeah, you get it. Thank you. Do you have any strong feelings on trans rights? Do you have any strong feelings on racial inequality? Sorry, that wasn't funny. I was missing a box that I was repeatedly trying to click, so that's what I was doing. That was what that small what was about. Anyway, do you have any strong feelings on the prison or policing system? Do you have any strong feelings on the military? Do you have any strong feelings on the environment? Do you have any strong feelings on government welfare programs? Do you have any strong feelings on global politics? Do you have any strong feelings on financial policy? Do you value community engagement? This is where we start getting into the softer side of things, yeah. What role does your family play in your life? How does your job impact the rest of your life? What level of independence do you need in a partnership? And since this is personal values, it's kind of about decision making, focusing on, how much you need to rely on somebody, kind of could go go back to the finances, like how much of your life you need to share. Do you want families merged all together? Do you tackle families separately? That kind of stuff. And then, do you want independent hobbies and relationships from your partner? Or do you want your partner involved in all facets of your life? And we might get to more of this later down. How do you take care of your mental well-being? How do you take care of your physical well-being? Please rank the following from most valuable to least valuable to you. Travel and excursions, having a nice home, having nice clothing or jewelry, eating expensive food, or having nice vehicles. Yeah, I can read that again. Travel and excursions, having a nice home, having nice clothing or jewelry, eating expensive food, having a nice vehicle, or nice vehicles. And then vehicles you have left, and you also have clothing. Perfect, thank you. What role does religion play in your life? What role does your culture play in your life? What compromises on your culture are you willing to make in a partnership with someone from another culture? This could be, some people's cultures have strict dressing requirements, and some people say, I need my partner, even if they come from a different culture, to dress the way I dress and the people of my culture dress. And some people say, it's who I am, but it's not who they need to be, that kind of stuff, yeah. Or even like, I will not be celebrating other holidays, or I am happy to celebrate other holidays, like those sort of things, yeah. Which kind of goes into, wait, there's a question right after this, yeah, thanks. You get me, you're so funny. And your answers are great. I'm not supposed to say that, but your answers are great. And what holidays do you celebrate? Lovely. Okay. And now we're getting into day-to-day living. Remember, this is most impactful. So, some people may want to be aspirational with this, and I just encourage you to be as realistic as possible as we go through these. Yeah. Just because we want to make sure, we all want to be tidier maybe, but we also should be realistic, and it helps the pairings get along much better. If you're realistic, and you can be, if you have aspirations for things, I'm looking at the first question, which is, how clean do you keep your home? So, for example, if you would like to be cleaner, but you're struggling, let's put that in your profile, because maybe you get paired with someone who has a tendency to be cleaner, but is more flexible on that front, and then that's an exchange that we'd like to get between our partners, They maybe help you stay on track, that sort of stuff. So just keep an open mind with that. So how clean do you keep your home? Sorry, I spoiled that one for you. What are your It's happening again. What are your expectations from a partner in terms of chores? How do you prefer to spend your free time? What state-altering substances do you use? Do you prefer listening to things out loud or with headphones? Music, ASMR, anything on your laptop, TikTok. Can you focus with other people's noises in the room? Like if you're doing something and they're on TikTok, is that a problem? How much alone time do you need? Do you want to share a bed or a room with your partner? Do you like to host at your home? And could you give some details on, overnight guests, how often you're comfortable with that, versus dinner parties, that kind of stuff? How involved you'd like a partner to be in those activities would also be great details, just because the gears are turning and there are a few people I would love to kind of directly answer to their profile with your profile. Just saying. Lovely. That's wonderful. How often do you like to go out? What activities would you like to do with your partner? How often do you like to eat out? And that's like spending money on food. It could be like takeout. Yeah, it could be takeout. Yeah. What TV shows do you like to watch? Oh, I love that one. Have you seen Severance? Oh, you gotta see Severance. The new season's got me. Do you prefer movies at home or in the theater? Do you share food? Yes, Friends did inspire this question, but it's an important one nonetheless. Do you have any loud hobbies? Do you have any smelly hobbies? Do you plan on sharing a bathroom with your partner? And how much cuddling do you require? Okay. And then this last segment is pretty simple. This is the physical attraction segment. As we talked about, this is pretty low on our bar, but just to confirm, what genders are you attracted to? And then, what are the top 3 physical attributes you find attractive? Amazing. And then, what are the top attributes you find attractive that are not physical features? So examples of this would be good with kids, nice to waiters, can throw a dart really well, like skills you see that just get you going. I'm too much sometimes. Okay, well, that is the end of today's questionnaire. I am, again, so excited. I can definitely tell you there's a few people who I'm gonna prioritize combing through their profiles for you. And then kind of how this works is I will be in contact. I'll probably send you some text messages via the app, just with some small details, like if there's something on someone else's profile, like those like physical attributes, like maybe someone is like, oh, I love someone who can bowl. We haven't talked about bowling, but so I might reach out to you and be like, can you bowl? Do you know, like, and just kind of check off a few last boxes. And then basically, I will probably, in the next week or so, get to you with a setup of about, we'll start with a batch of, let me check against the availability you submitted. Because there are let me see. Okay. So numerically, I'm seeing a lot of matches coming in, including a few of the ones that I knew off the top of my head. So I think next week, looking at these numbers, I can set you up on approximately, 3 first dates in a week is a lot, and we don't want to overwhelm you with this process. So I'll reach out next week with kind of your top compatible partner and some availability between the two of you, and we'll just take one of those first week availability slots you filled in. Sorry, I'm kind of thinking out loud. And then we'll see how that first date goes. You know, everyone's in the program, so they all understand if you go on a couple dates, feel out a couple options before you pursue outside the program. All first dates are sponsored by us, so they'll be at the facility, kind of built in an environment that we think the two of you will thrive in. I'm kind of seeing it in my mind. Would you be interested in candle making? Just gonna. Okay, but I'm seeing an activity for you for sure. Yeah, so we'll get your first date going next week. There'll be a couple other dates down the pipeline, and I really hope we find you the one, and I really think we will. So thank you again so much, and I hope you have a wonderful